everyone, my name is Amelia Viera. I am a wildlife biologist with California Department of Fish and Wildlife. So my actual title is an environmental scientist, but I always say more specifically I'm a wildlife biologist. So I work under the Big Game Management Program, and so that means I work with large mammals, in particular deer, mountain lions, bears, and bighorn sheep. And so before this job, before I became a wildlife biologist, I was actually a scientific aide for California Department of Fish and Wildlife. And when I was in that job, it was really neat because I got to be out in the mountains 8 hours a day, hiking and looking for animals or looking for signs of animals. And I got to call it my job. I was being paid to hike and be out in the wilderness, essentially. So I did that for about a year. And then the environmental scientist job position opened up and I had to take a test, and then I applied for the job. And so now I'm here. So I have always loved science since I was a little girl. I loved being outdoors, and I actually didn't know a job position like mine existed when I was young. And it's awesome because I work with a lot of other women in my field, which is typically can be seen as like a really tough job. It could be seen as a really dirty job, but there's plenty of women out there who like to do this sort of work. We get to be out in the wilderness, we get to interact with animals, we get to save the animals, so it's great. Keep an open mind when you're following your passion, because you might find out that there is something else that comes up in your life that you really fall in love with and that you want to pursue. So I say it's always important to stay curious and let those opportunities come to you and let yourself learn about those opportunities. Like for myself, for instance, when I went into college, I chose a major that would encompass everything that I loved because I didn't have one specific thing that I wanted to pursue. So I chose anthropology because it covered art, it covered history, and it covered science because I didn't know what I specifically wanted to get to when I got into college. And look where I am now. I am not studying humans like I set out, and human populations and human evolution, but now I am studying wildlife populations and wildlife evolution. And so I was able to take that major and gear it towards wildlife management. So this is why Girl Scouts is so great for girls like you, because it's going to give you lots of opportunities to explore what your passion might be. Try out those opportunities, see what Girl Scouts has to offer you, because you don't know yet what you might really fall in love with, and you have to be willing to find out what that may be. Alright, so it's really important for girls to get into STEM because you guys have a lot of great ideas that need to come to that table just along with the boys, because they might not have those same ideas, and we need to make sure that we have all hands on deck when we're trying to preserve our environment, preserve the wildlife populations here. Or if you get into engineering, we want to make sure that we have the best ideas out there so that we can continue growing as a civilization and keep moving forward into the future. My favorite cookie is Caramel Delights. They are so chewy and so chocolatey, and I love coconut. They're amazing.